out doing a little bit of weeding and cleaning up. Sprinkles came in. It's been quite the storm brewing. Up north they're getting some severe storms and they're blowing in from the west. So far this one is just making a lot of racket and sprinkles. Got a little bit, it's just constant trying to clean out flower bed areas. And these are even low maintenance perennial plants. I don't know how people truly enjoy high maintenance places. Pile of stuff to work on getting rid of. This back patio area is a total jungle. Those chairs are sitting in there because I've picked them up at like auctions or resale, and they were in terrible shape, so they're stuck in there until I get some thin wood cut and be able to make cushions, proper seating. But for now they're just containing the mint that I've already trimmed out some. And none of us are real big eaters of things with mint, so I don't work on dehydrating it, and it really does. Old flowers from a cemetery Christmas memorial that I have to pull out and clean up. Look at all those weeds and anyway, that mint, and it gets very aggressive, but you just cut it down and then it goes back. Smells great, helps keep bugs away. I don't mind it too much. These shrubs are going, I don't know why people really like those. When you trim them up, they smell like cats or skunks have come up and peed all over your area. They have been that way since we moved here 10 years ago. So aggravating. And thistles. If anybody knows a good way to really, truly, honestly kill thistles, I'm on board to know. We cleaned out the rows along the raspberries, blackberries, blueberries. I know it's been at least 5 years trying to get things to just take hold there. I know several vloggers and bloggers have commented that rhubarb is bolting really bad this year. So yes, mine was too. And I like rhubarb. It's like, you know, a traditional heritage thing. Not much of an eater on it, so that's alright. Here's our garden. I have been delayed in doing a garden video. Memorial weekend. My dad spent with pneumonia in the hospital. This fence is going to be placed between some beans down there later on when they come up a little more. It's just laying right there and down there, kind of out of the way. Strawberries. Just seeing how the tire method works on containing them. I don't really care if strawberries make it or not, honestly, because I'm not a strawberry eater, but my husband and one of my sons are. So that's like an ongoing kids project. Out here to see if there's a couple nice young onions to pull. See how it's looking. Perfect. I need one more. One for myself and one for Kanan. Taters aren't too bad. Peas. Peas are leaning up towards their fence. They'll be grabbing on soon enough. Let's see. This one here looks nice. Ooh, good one. Let's cover you back up. Okay. Oh, the rain's coming down now. It's really set in. Look at those clouds up there. Okay, so let's just try to get this in. Peas, half runner green beans. These next rows were filled in with beans, and then there are pumpkins and watermelon, that type of thing. Sweet potatoes on the end. Through here we planted 3 more rows of potatoes and 4 more rows of beans. We will plant 2 more in about another 2 weeks in order to spread out the fresh beans and canning. And on the other side of the blue flags, we'll also plant turnips about mid-July for our area to time it with harvest in the fall. Oh, good. Thank you, Lord. The rain eased up. There you go. Back along at the end of that field behind us is Fetid Creek. Let you watch the clouds roll by. So let's see, we have watermelon, a cantaloupe, a couple volunteer watermelon plants, and pumpkins that I let grow because that's where we threw them out as mulch last winter, and they're there. And then cushaw, spaghetti squash, sweet potatoes. I like my sons to see how sweet potatoes grow, and caring for them. It's not the easiest thing to grow unless you have time to be able to take care of it. I have a full-time job, so I'm not too concerned about growing enough sweet potatoes to do me all winter. So right along here we have some tomatoes, cabbage, peppers, corn, and yes, I have to hoe out the weeds from that. That's the only thing that got neglected this weekend and getting cleaned out. And I've got to get my motivation going. So we have tomatoes. These are Roma, which are the easiest to deal with canning, to do mass canning and get that going. And then all these are just lots of different varieties. 3 different types of cucumbers are along here. That is a volunteer hollyhock plant that's coming up. Then there's another hollyhock that came up, and peppers, and down there are some different types of gourds that my dad wanted to put out. The white fence, I've had this since before I moved here, I think, which is 10 years this July we'll live here. I put it up it goes from that end around to the other half, and it does help to deter the ducks and chickens. I don't mind it. We never really noticed them damaging anything, but until everything out there new gets well established, I don't want them trying to go crazy getting worms and disrupting the whatever's trying to germinate. That area there is going to be fenced in for a goat pasture. There's our pigs. There's some of the ducks. We have 2 more that are Muscovy. One of them is on a nest, and the other one turned out to be a boy. But the white one really looks terrible. She was attacked. I think it was a young skunk that I saw. There's our reliable, really old dog, Josie. Hi, Josie. She's a good girl. She's about 13 years old. There's Theron. Say hi, Theron. Tell YouTube hi. Say hi. Not today.
Hi.
So the
pigs again.
Their food's over there so that maybe they would stay corralled a little bit. There's 2 Duroc, 1 Berkshire, 1 Cross. He and I argued today. He's a little too pink, but we got a big mud pit so that he could slap it on for his sunscreen. Theron, see if they need water in their tube. Yep. Give them some water in the tube.
I'll get some water now.
Yeah. I want them to have water.